104.1 KRBE.
Let's go. Good morning.
The Roula and Ryan Show.
With Eric. It's about to get all stupid up in here.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Featuring Special K.
Nobody asked you, Kevin.
And Sam.
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula.
Macaroni and cheese hot dog.
Ryan. I am the worst DJ ever. With Eric.
We're the champions of the world.
104.1 KRBE.
Good morning.
Houston, Texas.
Friday.
Thank God.
It's
Thank
6
God.
o'clock on the dot this Friday, February 21st of 2025 with the gang. Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K. Ahmad's in for Sam, who's out today. And it's Friday. Yay.
This is her President's Day.
Yeah.
Right. She worked President's Day, so she's off on Friday. She gets to sleep in.
Nice.
That would
Not
be a
bad.
bummer if she's not sleeping in.
Hey, still a 3-day weekend. Gotta love that.
I never not sleep in on my day off. I promise you guys, if I'm not here, I'm sleeping at least till 10.
You pull
Well,
it
if
off
you have
right.
a toddler,
Yeah.
it might
I was
be
about to say
tough.
her baby might prevent that.
If he's still in
But
that
he's
crib.
getting a little bigger now, so as long as she just says, just get in here next to me and just go to bed.
I don't think he
next to
climbs
me.
out of the crib yet.
No.
Oh, that's good to know.
Like,
Well.
So she should be all good.
On the Friday show, we've got lots to cover, but first let's cover what happened on yesterday's Roses. Here we go.
Oh, Monday morning, 7:20, we'll try and have an update with Charlotte.
Nice.
All right, my friends, today on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric, we continue on with the secret sound. That's 5 chances today between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. for you to guess the secret sound. Yesterday we gave away money. It was nice. Drew, in the 9 o'clock hour of our show, guessed the sound of the paper ripping out of the notebook.
That was so intense.
That was
I didn't
because he
think
said,
anybody
was it
would get
paper ripping? And we're like, ugh. Like, what do you mean paper ripping? We need more. We need more. And he's
still probably
like,
would've gave it to
out
him.
of a notebook. And we're like, yes.
Yeah, it was close enough.
It
I
wasn't
think.
like a rip, like a just ripping a piece of paper.
You're right.
He was.
Kevin, were you the one that performed that sound?
I did. Ripping it out of the spiral bound.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But that killed
So-
you. Since you love to save paper and hate to waste and like.
Oh, it did. I was like,
I'm sure you still
oh.
use the paper. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, but to leave it out of
I
that
probably,
notebook.
probably wrote something on it. At least I probably signed it, at least so the paper felt better.
Felt-
Right. So then Drew ended up winning $1,248.
Wow.
That was awesome. And then, we start the jackpot over with $104 for every new sound. So the secret sound. How many guesses were there yesterday, Mom? Do you see the list of how many
There were
guesses?
3. We're at $520 right now. The first one was a breathalyzer for your car. Second was a printer. Third was a fax machine. Do y'all want to hear the sound?
Yeah, let's hear it. Why not?
The breathalyzer.
I know.
So somebody's telling
Somebody
you
knows
something
that.
by guessing.
Somebody knows too much.
Right.
Is that what a breathalyzer?
Luckily, I don't know.
It's not. I
I've
don't
never
know
had to
either.
take one.
Hope I never have to
That's
know that
really
one.
hilarious, though. Is that the breathalyzer from my car?
If anyone has one in their car, just send a video to us.
Yeah,
mean,
we
that's
wanna
why
see.
you-
Instagram, producer Eric. I want to see
That's
it.
why people used to bring their kids to the bar, right? So that their kids can
No,
blow
that guy-
into it.
Oh my god.
Guy in my hometown had bought a diesel truck, so he'd just leave it on the whole time.
Oh, so you didn't have to restart
Just
it.
also
Oh.
back in the 90s or when technology, I'm sure technology is different now. You have to
Yeah.
probably blow like every 5 minutes or something. I don't know.
Who
But
knows?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
there's a movie too where the guy had to blow through a motorcycle. He's on a motorcycle and he had that thing.
I just remember in
It's called-
40-Year-Old Virgin.
Ben Affleck's kid, brother.
Casey?
Yeah, I think him and Matt Damon were in a movie.
Huh.
It came out last year on Amazon or one of those.
I don't remember that one.
The first time I saw that was in 40-Year-Old Virgin, where Leslie Mann's character tells Steve Carell's character, here, just blow into this real quick so I can get the car started.
And then she puked.
When she was totally hammered, leaving this bar with him, and then she threw up, right?
Actually, Eric, you and I did take a breathalyzer. We were at that radio convention in Atlanta years ago, and we were in this bar.
That was a straw. You put it through that little hole and then you blow into it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because my wife and I thought about buying those for Houston back in 2004. She did research.
Little side business.
Yeah, a little side, but
I just remember blowing 8 times the legal limit. I'm
because
like,
it didn't work
whoa.
because people were getting drunk, drinking more just to play the game to see how high they could get
Oh,
the.
my God.
Yeah.
Instead, it's supposed to be made to be safe. Like you do that,
Right.
and you're for safe or not. But no, it didn't work out.
Alcohol
There's
poisoning
something,
ensued.
Scoop, there's a show I watched yesterday, and it was awesome.
Well, why don't we talk about the scoop?
My wife and I both I'm still smiling watching these. It was a series we've all been watching for
I
years.
was going to say, is it your adult time that you're going to share with
it
us?
finally finished, and it was so good.
Okay.
All right.
We'll get
All
talk
of us
about
been
that.
watching this?
Well, I think you might have watched it for a little bit, Kev, then you quit.
Okay.
But Ryan, I know,
Oh.
and Roula was on and off, and then I don't know if she's on or not, but
Okay.
I'm going to tell you to get back on the bandwagon of this show.
All right. Also, since Amazon ends up owning everything, now they're going to own legendary movie franchises. What's Jeff Bezos up to? We'll talk about that in Scoop as well. Here's your official weather for today.
It's only going to warm up to the low 40s. It is cold out there.
Love it.
I mean, it's really cold. Right now, let's see, 32 degrees and 612 on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
From the Bell Furniture, Unbeatable Bell Prices Traffic Desk, I-45 Gulf Freeway southbound after the South Sam Houston Tollway. A crash was just called in. 59 Southwest Freeway northbound at I-45. This accident slows you down more than 10 minutes. North Sam Houston Parkway westbound at Veterans Memorial Parkway. There's a crash blocking 2 right lanes. It's a rollover accident and spilled fuel. 15-minute delay right now from Ella Boulevard. I'm Becca Parker with your KRBE traffic check.
This report is sponsored by Raising Cane's.
You hungry? You know you are. We got chicken fingers, crunchy, fries are golden crispy, baby. Yo, don't forget about the cane sauce, baby. Ooh, right, here's the spot. Hello.
The Roula and Ryan Show with Eric returns with Celebrity Scoop. Next.
104.1 KRBE.
Hey there, it's Roula for factormeals.com. Factor, F-A-C-T-O-R, factormeals.com. That's how you can get started with eating smart and not being overwhelmed by trying to figure out how to eat smart. You know, you like to live smart, you want to eat smart. Factor delivers nutritious, chef-prepared meals. You can heat and eat them in just 2 minutes. They are dietitian-approved recipes that fit your goals without all the guesswork, and you can savor gourmet meals packed with premium ingredients and restaurant-worthy flavors. So upgrade your plate. Go to factormeals.com to get started today.
From the Grammys
Kendrick Lamar. Not like us. Kendrick Lamar.
to the big game. And coming soon to Houston, we know you need more.
Yo, what's going on? It's Kendrick Lamar.
Hi, my name is SZA. And KRBE keeps coming through with more.
They not like us.
Free tickets.
They not like us.
April 23rd, Kendrick Lamar and SZA. More tickets every day.
All this week when you listen at 104.1 or on the KRBE app, you got your tickets to see Kendrick and SZA.
7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Kendrick Lamar and SZA tickets. We give you more every day on KRBE.
This traffic report is brought to you by Exclusive Furniture.
I had them in my home and they helped me design my entire home.
The sales team at Exclusive Furniture was amazing. Guaranteed low prices every day.
This is Exclusive Furniture, where low prices live every day.
Exclusive Furniture,
where low prices live. Hey, it's Ryan for Xfinity. Someone asked me the other day, do you know how many devices the average home has connected to their Wi-Fi network? I actually went home and counted how many connected devices I own, and it's more than a dozen, all to keep me connected to the good stuff. My streaming, my gaming, all my interneting, you name it. Xfinity knows that the number of devices we have connected to our internet is growing by the year. That's why they've engineered their gateways to handle hundreds of connected devices. Hundreds. For real. Now through March 18th, get Xfinity Gig Internet for $25 a month for 1 year with no annual contract and Wi-Fi equipment included when you add an unlimited mobile line. And ask how to get an eligible free 5G phone with trade-in. Make sure your home Wi-Fi can handle everything you throw it at, and then some. Visit Xfinity.com. Call 1. Celebrity Scoop. On the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
It's brought to you by Taquerias Arandas. And before we get into the reason why Eric has a smile on his face, let me remind you guys that we are doing the secret sound today, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 5 chances for you to try and guess the secret sound. We've had lots of secret sounds. Yesterday during our show, at the end of the show, we played another chance for you to win the money. Drew got through as caller 104. And ended up scoring $1,248 when he guessed paper ripping out of a spiral notebook.
She.
It
was a girl.
Yeah, because I heard the word name Drew and then it was a girl.
It's like
that's right.
I remember.
Right. Isn't that funny? I don't remember that. It's so odd.
Yeah, I remember her.
I just remember giving away the cash.
What? Ryan, I remember something before.
I know.
That's never
I know.
happened.
It's the
I know.
bizarro world.
It is, right? Because I have such a weirdo memory. Okay, so we have more chances for you. And how are you going to know when we're going to play the game? Well, you got to text the word secret to 37530, and we'll send you the times. If it gets really tricky, we'll send you a clue. And because you signed up on text, the text just comes right to your phone. There's a clue for the secret sound, and that's how you can win some money. It starts at $104 every time we reveal a new sound. We're at $520 the next time we play today. So just be listening for the secret sound. Okay, Blippi's coming to town. Smart Financial Center. Kids, if you know, you know.
Yep.
Parents who know. And it's going to be a really fun show because it's tickets in the suite and you get a parking pass. I mean, how great is that? You're going to a kid's show, you have a parking pass. How great is that? So something really easy. Caller 10-833-390-KRBE. You're going to go to see Blippy at the Smart Financial Center.
Well, I'll pick you real quick, but we'll put you on hold for a second, so just let you know. Because
Yes.
It's happening March the 8th, by the way, and you can buy your tickets at smartfinancialcentre.net. Not Center. I have to say Centre. or else you
R-E
won't
at the
spell it
end.
right. It's TRE.net if you'd like to
Fancy.
buy tickets on your own. All right. Real quick, Jeff Bezos is getting into the movie business as Amazon has assumed creative control over the James Bond franchise.
What?
Kev.
And Jeff Bezos is asking people on social media who should be the next 007.
Wait, I thought they already decided.
Nope. They've been
been
that around.
hemming and hawing on that one. The kid from Kick-Ass was rumored to be James Bond for the longest time.
That one movie failed where he was
oh, yeah.
oh my God, what the hell was it called?
It was
Hunter, Craven the Hunter.
Yes, it was part of the Marvel
Idris
universe.
still has a chance? Idris Elba?
I mean,
No,
was
he
one,
backed
but
out.
no.
I think he's too old. I think they want somebody I bet they can get like 4 movies out of, and that's
Yeah.
going to take 10, 12 years. So you got to
Right.
get somebody who's like 30.
So in 2021, that's the last time Daniel Craig played him. Over the years, we've had James Norton from Happy Valley. I don't know Happy Valley. Idris Elba, Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah,
Some
that's
names
him.
that have come
That's
up over
the guy
years.
from Kick-Ass, yeah.
And let's see. So, yeah, Amazon just made a deal to take over creative control of the James Bond franchise.
I saw some funny meme. It's like all these sarcastic memes, and they had the new James Bond, and it was Wallace Shawn, the guy from Princess Bride. Inconceivable. And he's also on Young Sheldon.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
never knew that guy's name in real life. What's that guy's real life
Wallace Shawn.
He was also the
Wallace
teacher in,
Shawn.
oh my God, with Alicia, Clueless.
Yes.
Remember they had to hook him
name?
up?
Oh, funny. I forgot that
Hook him up
too.
with the other lady, the librarian.
Wouldn't that be hilarious, though, if they made him James Bond?
Inconceivable. So
That'd be
tell us,
awful.
tell us, Eric, why
That'd be
you're so
funny.
happy and smiley today from watching a show last night or finishing a show.
Well, I love Karate Kid. When I was a kid, I loved seeing the first Karate Kid. I always loved that movie. So Cobra Kai came out 7 years ago?
Yeah.
On YouTube. I
Oh
think
my God,
was.
has it been 7 years?
I believe it was 7.
Yeah, it didn't,
Whoa.
it didn't start on Netflix. It
Like
started on
7
YouTube.
seasons.
Really?
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that. I remember it was on YouTube.
So then Netflix got the first 2 seasons because they were already done, and then it just was a huge hit. It's just fun and
Yeah.
goofy, and then there's some parts that just
and then it got off
It's
track.
starting to lose me. And then
It
even
lost
this
me, yeah.
season, because they broke it up into it was like 15 episodes, so it was like 5 and 5 or 6, whatever. It was just.
And I remember you
not-
said, what are they doing? I don't even want to finish watching this.
Yeah, but then you have to finish it. But then the last 5 came out, Valentine's? Was it a couple weeks ago? I can't remember. It came out like 2 weeks ago.
I haven't watched them yet.
And wow, it's like full circle. You're smiling. It just like,
Aw.
because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but if you're into that world and you forgot about it, or maybe you gave up, you watched the first 5
Yeah, I
that
gave
came
up.
out, and you're like, just stick with it. I mean, I hate to say stick with it, but those last 5, especially the last 3, are just so damn
Well, Eric,
good.
did you see
Especially
on
if you love Cobra Kai and Karate Kid, you're gonna be smiling.
I love
the music is
Cobra
great.
Kai.
The music that we love.
Well, listen, let me tell you this.
This song.
Stop playing that. I have to cut out the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now
Yeah,
listen,
we're listening.
let me tell you this. When we talk about a lot of things on the show throughout the morning, blah, 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 blah. And sometimes you'll give us random thoughts on text. So I think it was on today's what, Friday. I think it was the Tuesday show. Somebody in the middle of the show, we weren't even talking about TV or anything, just had finished watching that and just said, can we all agree that Cobra Kai has to go down in TV history as one of the best finales ever, all in caps.
Love it. Roula.
And I was thinking, I guess it must be good how they ended it. I don't know. And here you are talking about it.
This came in on the listener line.
OMG, Ryan, Eric, did y'all finish Cobra Kai? It was so awesome. I cried, I laughed. OMG, the 80s nostalgia. It was just an awesome ending to the series. No spoilers. No spoilers if you haven't watched it, but oh my god, all I gotta say is Thunderstruck has been stuck in my head, living rent-free.
Yeah, there's a scene with that. It's like
living
AC/DC, Thunderstruck. When you hear that, you just like...
That's a thunder.
I mean, how much money has AC/DC made off that? Between sports and television commercials and movies?
More off that song than probably all their songs combined.
Right. Thunderstruck has been used for so much stuff. Even for the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleader Netflix show, that's what everybody's putting on Instagram and TikTok. Let's
get fired up.
He didn't know what the lyrics were.
Get fired up.
They're in the middle of the huddle, about to do a game, and the other guy's like, hey, Chester, that's not the right lyrics.
That's not even close.
You think they're talking about like getting each other all fired up?
Yeah.
We're talking about the lyrics of the song that he got wrong.
Not fired up.
But no, it's really good.
Thumbs up on that.
Yeah.
So you watched it together
if you
with your
like
wife.
that Karate Kid, Cobra Kai stuff, you're going to definitely love it.
I like the 80s, so I'll check
especially
it out.
this is like Johnny Lawrence is the star of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
From day one, they always said he was the star of this thing. It's not Ralph Macchio, Danny LaRusso.
Well, in the movie, Danny LaRusso is the underdog, and Lawrence is the
They made
bully.
a good point in the movie, like in the show. He had 6 weeks of practice, and the Lawrence character, he's been a champion 2 years in a row, so he's been doing it for 10 years, and he got beat by a kid that only learned doing it for 6 weeks.
Because of Mr. Miyagi's amazing teachings, that's why.
They explain why.
Mr. Miyagi's that much more superior to the Cobra Kai
My
guy.
wife started making jokes like, okay, here comes inspirational speech.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes another inspirational speech because there's always things
Well,
happening.
it's formulaic, but it's funny.
Yeah, it's just fun.
All right, I guess I have to tune back in then.
Yeah,
huh?
just especially the last. I mean, you've gone this far.
Can I just watch the last episode?
No!
You know me. I just want to
You
fast
can watch the
forward.
last 5. No, don't watch the last episode. Watch the last
Three.
if
Okay, I'll do that.
3 or 4.
By the way, I'd like to acknowledge you if you're sitting in traffic right now. There's an overturned truck and fuel spill on westbound Beltway 8 at Veterans Memorial. That's what we're seeing on TV, and there are car lights for miles. Ugh. So if you are going that way and you haven't left yet, and you just turn right back around, it's Friday.
Tell your boss you're in it.
I'm stuck in this. Oh my goodness.
Go eat somewhere else.
Yeah, just go back
Take a nap.
home and hang out, do some laundry,
Listen
take
to us.
care of some stuff, whatever you want to do. But yeah, it's not fun to start your morning like that. I will say that if you like to listen to the Roula and Ryan show in all capacities, including our raw feed, we did another new raw feed yesterday with our in-studio guest, Dr. Viviana Coles. She came back after 10 o'clock to do the show after the show. It is definitely adult themed. She is a relationship therapist. It is about all things sexy time. And it is posted now at krbe.com. We also want to point you to the direction of Galveston for March the 1st, baby. At the Moody Gardens Hotel, we are taking our podcast on the road. The raw feed is something we do here in the studio next door for maybe 30.
KRBE. Turn it up. With more of the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
All right, my friends, the number is 833-390-KRBE. It is Open Phone Friday, and you have made Eric mad.
This might be our last open phone.
Probably.
Because we have so many things we could talk about, but I'm like, try to be nice. I want
We give our listeners a chance to be in the spotlight.
you guys we give you this one break the whole week. And the last month, it's been pretty
slow.
Slow.
And they usually call in and tell me their whole life story. Now,
Mom loves to get all the tea.
Exactly.
So I'm just saying, we could just do other things.
Sure, let's talk about something
If you
else.
don't want to do it, we'll just eliminate
It's
the
fine.
I have
segment.
something
It's
dumb to
fine.
ask.
We have tons of topics. we
Because
could
Open
bring
Phone
up.
Friday, we ask any question. This is the dumb question amnesty, even though it's not the end of the month. So when I was buying coffee the other day, because of course I drink coffee in the morning, my husband drinks coffee in the morning. I don't like to pay like $15 for a freaking pound of coffee. The grocery store, if you've noticed coffee, it's like $10 a pound or something stupid. So Community Coffee is a brand. You know that red bag Community Coffee?
Yeah.
They had one that was on sale for like $7.99 or $6.99 or something. It was coffee and chicory. And I go, oh, okay, I don't know. I'll try this.
What's chicory mean?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't even know
what
what
is
that
chicory?
is.
So
Chickpeas?
this morning, Tassett was awake when I was leaving, and he's like, listen, I'm just going to tell you this. Never buy this crap again. He's like, what is this crap? Chicory is something I've seen in New Orleans. That's the
dog?
first time I saw that. Chicory. I'm going to have to Google it unless somebody texts me and say they love chicory coffee because it's Mardi Gras coming up and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, okay, I know that chicory has something to do with either New Orleans or Cafe Du Monde or New Orleans or New Orleans.
You know what?
Do you know what it is?
When I think of Louisiana, I think of community coffee, like the coffee that they drink out there. But it says chicory is a somewhat woody, perennial, herbaceous plant of the family Asteraceae.
Something.
Nobody knows what that is.
I mean, it's coffee and chicory, and that's what it was from Community Coffee. I could have bought like toasted hazelnut. I could have bought breakfast blend. I bought coffee and chicory thinking, let me try this. Y'all, when you're pouring it out of the pot, it looks like crude oil. It's so dark.
Yeah, it looks like a weed.
Consistency?
It's really dark, like a dark. And I was like, ugh, I had to put so much creamer in my coffee to like balance it out. That's why
You should bring it for Try It Tuesday. I'm
do not.
curious what this would even taste like.
Yeah, coffee and chicory. And like people like live for that. There's that one brand, I don't know if you've seen that in the store. It's a can. It has like a rooster, like something o'clock coffee. There was even like a pop-up for Cafe Bucella or something like that in Montrose.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they have a chicory situation. I'm like, I don't know. Is this like something that we're supposed to like? And I'm just too...
It's funny how there's different, like in Scotch world, there's stuff that tastes peaty.
Yeah.
Like that peaty, like the smoky
Peat
flavor
moss.
to it. Like I feel like if you smoke, I feel like you'd like that stuff.
If you smoke.
Because I don't want smoke in my mouth. I don't want to taste that smoky feeling.
They actually have that.
There's a smoked barbecue, but
the smoked liquors. Have you ever tasted that?
that's what the PD.
Yeah, smoked old fashions and whatnot.
Lafroy, I can never say the name.
Lafroig.
Lafroig.
Yeah, Lafroig.
Gross.
833-390-KRBE. By the way, text me at 37530 if I should just give chicory another chance, but it's going in the trash when I get home. Sucks.
Donate.
Okay. Hi, welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. What's your name?
Fernando.
Hi, Fernando.
Fernando.
Oh, hi, Fernando.
What's up, buddy? What do you want to talk about?
Okay, so I have a question. My algorithm on Instagram, it is not marriage friendly. Like the videos y'all see on, you know how the video feeds come out on your Instagram?
Yeah.
Sure.
They are not husband friendly. If you know what I mean.
Okay.
Oh, so you're getting dirty.
Like ladies
videos.
are all over it.
Your algorithm has everything to do with you.
It's what you're looking up.
So you must have looked at like sexy women or something.
Yeah.
All it takes is one time.
Yeah.
You just stay on it for like 5 seconds. It goes, oh, you like that?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you more.
Like if you're
think it's
scrolling
3
and there's like a
seconds.
chick in a bikini or something and you just stop for a second, maybe you weren't even looking. And it's going to just show up now all the time.
That is a good prank to pull on someone if their phone's open.
Yeah, you just start doing that.
Go and hit search and then hit weird searches.
Like if I go on my Explore page right now, it's definitely me.
Oh, yeah.
It's all the
Let me see
things
what
that he likes to
stuff
look
pulls
at.
up for me.
So that's how you're going to change
clothes on in there.
Fernando, what you're going to do is you're going to start looking at things like cute puppies and laughing babies.
Or things you like. If you
food,
like sports.
like food recipes or sports, soccer, things like that. And that's how you change what's on your
Like
grid.
I'll get a lot of comedians like Nate Bargatze, and then I'll get Jeselnik. What's his name? Andrew Jeselnik, the guy that's always Jeselnik, whatever his name is. I get that stuff.
Jeselnik, Jeselnik,
and Tesla stuff because I was looking at one time to buy a Tesla so I could drive myself.
I don't know what's
I've
going
got
on.
like
with my
I've got
system. I
like
can't see
nothing but
names.
movie clips. Like look at mine. They're all like Marvel movies and things like that.
Let's see if I have any.
What is that naked man doing on
I know
this?
this.
Naked man. There's
Naked-
Superman, Spider-Man.
Naked Marvel people.
Oh, and then there's political commentators. There's Kiss.
Hey, welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. 833-390-KRBE. I know you need advice, but I can't see your name. What's your name?
Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa. What's going on with you?
Okay, so I'm a maid of honor for my friend's wedding and her joint bachelorette party, like they're doing it with the whole bride and groom's friends.
Yeah.
I actually helped plan it, and it's in Utah, and it's next week.
Wow.
And then I realized that it's going to be like all couples, and I am the only single person going out of like 17 people.
Oh, wow.
And it's almost entirely the groom's friends. And so it's basically like a frat reunion because it's his friends and their wives. And there's
do you
only
want to
me
go?
and
And if
one
you start
other
talking to
girl.
him,
Wait, it's you and one other girl and the bride. Those are the three girls for the bachelorette side?
Yes, for the bride side, it's me and one other girl, and then the rest of the groom's frat bros, basically.
and if you
And
start
their-
talking,
and their wives.
to those guys, just being normal and nice, one of the wives or girlfriends will get jealous. They'll be like, oh, look at her get in there on my man.
Exactly.
You can't win. You're in a bad position.
No, and that happens to me all the time. Because I'm actually really comfortable around married people because I'm like, the pressure's off. Like, no, I don't have to perform for these people. Like, I'm not, nobody expects me to be cute. It's fun for me. But then I also realized that, like, I put in a lot of work to help plan their frat reunion. Like, I'm almost irritated that, like, the only reason I planned this with the best man. And, like, I basically was just, like, helping them plan their own little frat reunion.
Well, this is very odd because here you are planning this, and the whole reason y'all probably went all in is for whatever you decided we're going to have a joint. Once you realize the imbalance, didn't you say something or somebody else say something? Like, to the bride, you didn't say, hey, it's only like 3 of us.
Yeah, we could go
and
somewhere
then we've
else.
got like 8 other girls we don't know, and they're going to be in their little group, and I guess just the 3 of us will go do a spa day or something? I mean, what was the conversation like when you realized the imbalance?
So she was the one who, like, the bride and groom decided on their own that they wanted a joint bachelorette party. And she kind of informed me, like, I like a lot of these girls. Like, she knows a lot of the frat bros, like, wives. Like, she knows them. They're not super close with, but, like, she hangs out with them a lot because they live near her. She lives in a different state than me, and they all live close to each other. And so she's like, so she hangs out with them a lot. And so that's fine, but it's just kind of like I've realized that this groom has kind of like there was another couple that I found out that she wanted to invite, and he convinced her not to, even though, like, they were her friends. She was friends with both of them, and she wanted to invite them. And
so is your question, should you even go? Is that what your question is?
Come to our raw feed, hang out with us.
I mean, that's going to be tricky because then the bride's going to be mad at you, and then here comes the wedding drama. I'm not comfortable to tell you totally ditch out of this trip because you got to support her. Because if you don't go, that's one less for her, and there's only 3 of y'all already.
Yeah.
What if we find you a date?
I feel like
Yeah, bring somebody.
No, she doesn't want a date.
What if we find you a date?
Though that's awkward too. If they're the whole time they're like, "Hey, look at that guy over there. Go talk to him."
I watch a lot of those Hallmark movies. Maybe you'll find somebody
love
there.
in Utah.
You'll be trying to ski. And
You're
then
in a winter town,
You'll hurt your
Vanessa.
leg, and then the guy will come over there and fall in love.
Listen, Vanessa, I need an update on this. You got to tell us what you ultimately end up doing. I don't feel comfortable to tell you to ditch your friend's party.
Okay, why don't you take line 4 real quick?
Because you planned it, but let's just know what happens. Okay.
Oh, so you guys are calling in
now?
I know.
Now
Is
you
it
want to call
Chantel,
in.
Kevin?
Yes.
Chantel, hi. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. Good morning. Happy Friday.
Hey, happy Friday, Miss Roula. How are you doing today?
We're great. I understand you have some great advice for us about home ownership.
Yes. So you know how the housing market is trash right now. Like the interest rates are crazy.
Okay.
But so, I'm an investor in the Houston-Katy area, and, the way we obtain properties is subject to. Kevin, have you ever heard of that?
That's where you take over someone's loan.
Exactly. And do you know how many people don't know about that?
So basically what you do is you find people, like I would go find people who are not paying their loans off properly. And I call them up and I say, hey, why don't you let me take over your loan payments and then you give me the deed to your house and you can just leave and not ruin your credit anymore. You just walk out and I'll take over your loan and pay off the rest of it and I get the house too.
How do you know they're not, Chantel? How do you know they're not paying their...
There's a list for that, Roula.
Yeah, but then they don't make any profit.
I target foreclosures.
The homeowner most likely can make a tiny profit, but usually it's just I am helping you walk away from this property and fix your credit is basically how I look at
Kevin,
it. Yes.
Now, you can make money on it. Well, the seller can make money on it. So what we'll do is we'll give them money. We'll give them, some of their equity because some of these people in foreclosure, they have tons of equity. And they're like, well, I'm not going to walk away from my house with no money in my pocket. And we're like, sure, of course. And so what we'll do is we'll give them money. But then if they want to cash out the rest of their equity, we'll pay them monthly payments on top of their mortgage with a servicing company in place that takes care of that for them and for us.
So it's called subject to.
Yes.
If you're trying to buy a house and the interest rate's freaking you out, find what Kevin and Chantel are talking about.
Yes, there's podcasts for it. You can look it up, and that's a great suggestion because she's right. Interest rates suck right now, and getting a loan sucks. So.
Okay, listen, I know we're running late, but we have to let Shelly tell us thank you. Do you know why? Because so many people call our show and they tell us, "Oh, I'm down on myself about XYZ thing," and then we tell them something to lift them up. Shelly has a great update for us, guys. After after she was laid off after 37 years. She was going to her first interview. She called us. She was nervous.
Oh, yeah.
Shelly, hi. Welcome back to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Oh, my God. Good morning, guys.
Good
morning. I tried to get back to you guys.
How did the interview go?
You know what? It went great. I felt great. I was honest. They asked me how I felt about my laid off, and I told them. I said, betrayed, hurt, upset, bitter. And I said, but that was like the first few months, and now I'm dusting it off. And they asked me, why did I stay so long? And I said, I'm nothing if not loyal. And they actually told me that that's why I got the job, because I was so transparent.
All right. Congratulations.
Yes.
Good for you.
And you guys made such a huge difference that morning, because I was just really, really devastated after 37 years. And you guys said, you told me we're sending you good vibes. The listeners were sending good vibes. And I really feel like you guys really put me in a great headspace that morning. So
that's awesome.
Look, we all need somebody to lean on.
Yay, Shelly.
I'm loyal to you guys. I don't know if you got my text during the time that you were doubling up. I said, I am getting double the Roula, and I'm finally able to catch up to her speed.
That's awesome.
You need to come to our Raw Feed Roadshow next week so we can meet you. I want to
give you a
big
hug.
hug. That's awesome.
Oh, I love you guys. I've listened to you guys since day one.
Oh, wow.
I miss Papa Love. Great advice from him. I just love you guys. I love you guys.
Oh, Shelly, we love to hear
That's going to be scary to have a job
this.
for that long and then not have it.
37 years. I love
Bounce
it.
back.
Well, thank you so much for calling us back with an update, Shelly. That is excellent, fantastic news, and it puts us in a great mood for a Friday. And Special K's got a prank call coming up next.
If you're...
What's it about?
Here comes a pun. Here it comes.
Uh-oh.
We worked so hard on saying this
I know.
right.
I tried to say it wrong, and it was
could
not.
come out nasty.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, okay. Careful.
Okay, I'm sick of you stealing my fishing hole, but I'm angling to have you sighted. Angling.
Get it?
England. Fish humor.
Someone's in Kevin's hole. We're going to find out who.
Oh, my gosh.
Somebody is fishing in Kevin's hole, and he's not taking it anymore. We're going to hear it next on the